Folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here. Been a long day. I ran out of hours here at a toll booth in Oklahoma. Another truck kind of pulled over here beside me with his four-ways on. And he sat there a few minutes, and I started to make this tape a while ago, and a Oklahoma trooper turned around right here, and a few minutes later, I guess he gave that truck what he thought was adequate time to accomplish something. 3 or 4 minutes, you know. And next thing I know, I'm seeing the lights over there behind him. I'm assuming that I'm in a good spot. If I shut you down for a minute, it might mean I'm not. But I'm out of hours. I can't go nowhere. I mean, there's trash cans over there. There's little pull-out thing. I should be fine. This truck driver should have pulled on up here on the shoulder. Got in closer behind me, pulled up here on the shoulder. He should have done something besides pull over like he did, because I know he's got to be blocking part of that toll booth. So we'll see what's up. And like I said, I don't know where he thinks I'm supposed to go. I'm out of hours. You know, that's federal regulation stuff. And that is not why I started making this video. Started making this video because y'all remember my Christian sister, Terry. I post some of her stuff every so often. She went on a rant today, and I read it. She did this about 7 hours ago, and I shared on one of my little, when I was on one of my little breaks, and I stopped and was checking stuff, shared it on my wall just so that I could read it to you. Here's what she has to say. And don't mind me, I'm going to keep watching the cops. No, not that I'm worried about getting shot. You know, the blue line and all that, Black Lives Matter. 99.99% of the cops ain't gonna just walk up here and shoot you. Here's Terry's spiel. I am simply disgusted with Obama, Hillary, and their ilk. I hate it when people who know nothing about the South and the kind, charitable, and loving people that live there take it upon themselves to paint us with a wide brush as racists, xenophobes, bigots, and stupid. It simply shows how totally ignorant they are. We have universities in the South, and people are not uneducated, racist, barefoot hillbillies, lacking in intelligence. My concern is that people like Obama have a huge stage to pronounce their stupid judgments regarding the South and its people, thus spreading their ideology of ignorance. Obama and his toadies need to get it through their thick-headed bubble that Hillary wasn't elected because, let's see. Hillary wasn't elected because their vision of America didn't agree with the people's vision in the states they lost. Maybe instead of blaming the American people that didn't vote for Hillary, they should spend time on self-reflection and figure out why America either decided not to vote at all or voted for Trump. Very few people that I know of that voted for Trump did so because they thought he was wonderful, but rather voted against Hillary. because there was no political position they could agree on with Hillary on. Simple. The message was totally wrong. With all the years she has been in politics, how could she believe that America has become a far-left nation? Our nation, I've seen his life, but he's walking back up that guy's door. He might come to my door next. Our nation has, for the majority of our history, been a center-right country, and it has majority alarmed conservatives how far left Obama took our country. So much so that even those on the center left became alarmed. She lost because she didn't have a clue regarding how to appeal to the center right and center left, something that Trump aced. Well, I don't know if he gave him a ticket or what, but he walked up there and now he walked back to his car. Terry's right. Now there was some friends that I had that oh man, Trump just couldn't do no wrong, and I had some other friends that Trump couldn't do no right. I mean, there was only, I think, a handful of us that was kind of indifferent. He was one of those you either hated him or you loved him type deals. And I wasn't real crazy about him. I mean, I didn't hate him at all. I thought he was a braggart, a bunch of other stuff, but if I had all his money, I might have been too. I don't know. So, I've told people I watched him grow, and I did. I watched him grow and mature through this election deal, this campaign. The thing is that I think the two biggest things that really turned people off was, one was, well, they're out of Canada. I bet they're cussing the USA now. But, and he's going right on around him and leaving me alone. Thank you. And I don't know why. Oh, I guess he lost his lights. What that truck did. Huh. Don't mind me, I'm just watching, seeing what's going on. I can't help it. Evidently I'm good for the night. Thank you very much. The hate. The hate. I mean, you know, there's always been the thing. I grew up watching folks argue. That's why my family pretty much stays out of politics. They can get pretty heated. What's old saying? You know, you don't argue politics or religion. And I'm gonna have weight on my gum. But dad gum, the hate, people. It seemed like they was all ate up with it. Now both sides had it, but the Democrat side, it was like, really? And even afterwards, it's still the same thing. It's the hate. And now if you make people, they don't have to show their face and risk getting a smack upside the head. So on the internet, they're even worse. I mean, cuss you. You wouldn't do that to a man's face because he'd take your head off. You know? And all that nonsense. And Hillary was just as bad, a bunch of deplorables. And the whole media, Trump has zoned in on all the bad in America. And anything that's bad in America, Trump has got it going for him. You know, like if you was a Republican, a conservative, or you like Trump in any way, you was a scum of the earth. Really? Now that's a good way to persuade people to come over your side. Oh, you're only decent if you come over here and kill babies. You have to agree to be a baby killer if you want to be good people. Really? Ain't that wild? But the hate. Now on top of that, yeah, you take what they was pushing and pushing and pushing, Obama and his crew, and on top of it we had the Republicans that was not trying to stop them at all. They would just let them do their deal, and it's like, really? And it got pretty crazy. I mean, and what Trump did is he went out and talked to the people. Hillary didn't have to, because she's Hillary. And she has the Democratic machine working for her. She took her people for granted. Seriously. And she had made reference comments accordingly. You know, they was counting on their blue states, on their blue wall. They counted on it. Counted on it so much that she didn't go talk to her people in them states. Trump did. You know, and Trump asked them some everyday questions. You know, the comments that he was making that everybody was hollering was going to be his last question. That's going to be his downfall. He'll never recover from making that comment. He was saying what the majority of the people were thinking. And there was only a few of us that would say it, but we're not important people, so nobody paid us any mind. I got my cigarette waiting on me here. So then he would go into the cities and he'd talk to folks. And, you know, they didn't want to show a lot of his rallies, and I didn't get to go to one. I would love to. But I can pretty much imagine how it went, what little bit I did get to see of him. He continued to be Trump and just lay it out there. And tell you, and I love the way he kept calling the media. They're crooks. They're bad. They're bad. Didn't call them crooks. That's my bad word. But these are bad people. Terrible. They're the worst. They won't give me a fair shot. I mean, call them out on it. You know? And then in the very beginning when he was doing them big old rallies and stuff, and he'd tell them, turn around and spin. See, you won't do it, will you? Turn around and span this place. Show them how many people are really here. And they wouldn't do it. And he called them out on it. They wouldn't do it. So, and then he would go to the places that Hillary wouldn't dirty her feet with. Trump went ahead and went there to see the folks that were hurting. He wanted to see the folks that were broke. He went to see the folks that Obama put on unemployment. If they was lucky, they got unemployment. He went to see the people. And that's when he started growing and maturing. It was like, oh wow, one of them moments. He got out there, and I've told you in the other videos, I'm a people watcher. I do. I watch people and I read them, and I'm pretty damn good at it. And I would watch Trump when people was talking to him. And he would stand there and he would look at them. And you could see he was listening. There's so many of them. If you would watch Hillary, this person's talking to her, but her eyes are looking over here and over there and seeing she's looking for that important person, and it ain't you. You know? Another big truck pulling in beside me there. But at least he pulled up on the shoulder. Well, there goes that trooper fast, so we'll see if he circles back around to get him. But yeah, see, I don't know. I never read The Art of the Deal. Trump's big book everybody's talking about. But I imagine if you're a good deal maker, like he claims to be, and stuff like that, I imagine you can read people pretty good. And I think he went out there and he just started meeting people and reading the American Pulse. And he figured out what we was needing. And that's what he started working. Did you notice a difference in him? Seriously? I mean, when he first started, a year ago, whatever, 18 months ago, whatever it was, he was a mouth. He was a braggart. And you're going to love it. Oh, they love me. You're going to love me. Everybody loves me. I'm in love with me. I got so tired of hearing that. And people have read my plan, and they loved it. I have a plan, and everybody loves it. You're going to love it. And there was a whole bunch of us. What's your plan? Tell us your plan. That was my biggest problem with him in the beginning. He would not tell you anything other than, I'm going to make America great, and you're going to love it. You're going to be proud of it. Yeah, you're going to be proud of it. We're going to make America great again. Yeah. I wasn't buying all that. You know, there's a whole lot of us. Give us more, said more. You know. But yeah, Terry, I totally agree. They do paint us with a wide brush. And you know, they're so busy casting stones and faults and stuff at us that they don't see theirs. Because I guarantee you, any southern folk that's been up north to tell you, oh wow, that ain't our kind of place. They'll cuss you and yell and carry on. Stuff they do up there, southern folk won't punch you in the face for it. Just being honest. They yelling and cussing the feller out. That don't work down in the south. Don't work at all. You know, there's a post that goes around. Nobody retires and moves north. Think about it. Alright, I've ate up enough of your time. I'm going home. I'm tired. I'm burnt out. I'm very disgruntled. I'm not happy. I'm just going through the motions. I'm ready for something different. And I'm not just going through the motion with these videos. I mean, I don't have to with the videos. And you know, the whole idea of this video channel, this YouTube channel thing is for me to be me. And whatever I want to share is what I share. Just like sharing Terry's stuff tonight. Just like me rambling on like now. That's what this is for. This was created for me. Not for y'all. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to be mean. But This was created for me, for therapy for me, and it's worked pretty good. So I don't have to go through the motions and try to be something that I'm not on here, and I don't. I'm just me. What you see is what you get. Right? Some days I feel funny, some days I don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. How many of y'all remember that? Mounds for when you do, joys when you don't. Alright, hey, remember, God loves you, so do I. Appreciate you letting me bend your ear. And I don't care what you think and say, you're never going to straighten out Obama and the Democrats. It ain't going to happen. They got their vision, and they got blinders on. Y'all have a great evening. If I don't talk to you, have a good weekend and be safe. I hope, we'll see how muddy it is. I hope to do another little video of my place and my pond. We've got like 2.5 inches of rain, and I'm very curious to see how much water's in that pond now. The wife will not go and look at it for me. See, I told you, I'm going to jack her up. When I get home, I'm just, oh man, pow! One of these days, and tomorrow might be the day. Y'all have a good weekend.